Alright. Hello. How are we all doing tonight? I am here. I have arrived. Today, I have a couple things I want to do. One of them actually finally being the bank. So yeah. I want to mark off at least 2 things off this list now. Hopefully today. I do have a limited amount of time that I'm going to try to accomplish it in. But we shall see. I don't actually know what I want the bank to fully look like. I'm just going to start building and see where it goes. Because you know that always works out. And then I want to possibly do the mine entrance too. So yeah. Those are my 2 goals for today, is this bank. And then I know I've said that I want to put the mine entrance here. But to me, I feel like that doesn't make any sense. So we are not putting it here. Instead, I feel like it would make more sense to put it at the end of this bridge here. So across the bridge, just have it connecting into this wall. I feel like that'll work better for that. So that is what I will be doing for that one. But yeah, we are actually going to start with the bank. I was also playing around with villagers the other day, trying to see if I can get a, what's it called? One of the villager professions to be here inside of this little fish market for the palm bar. These guys, the sandy merchant, because they sell all of this stuff, and I was trying to figure out a command I could put in to make them sell all of it in just one villager, but I couldn't figure it out, so I'm just leaving it as it is. If you guys know, please let me know. Maybe I could do that. Yeah, last time we worked on this fishing dock and the bridge, and then I also added this lovely little area. I filled in some of the trees, added a little small campsite out here. And that's just to help kind of mark out what's all gonna be claimed and what's not. But yeah, today we are working on the bank so far, at least to start with. I do have a couple ideas, but nothing definite. I do know I want to use these blocks again because these are really cool blocks. Let me just grab a couple of these. I do know that I want it to be kind of that white and black vibe that I got going on for the community center, which still looks like a church on the inside. I have not figured out what else I wanted that to look like. But for the bank, I do have a couple ideas. Let me see if any of them will actually work. So I do want to keep this like L-shaped design. I just don't know how far I want it to go. Or like, what's the word? How big I want it to be. And what kind of details I want on it. So I do want it to fit this area pretty well. But I also want it to have like a blue door entrance. And I feel like having another white building like this will help the community center fit in better, which will help make all of it fit better too. So I do also want to use this block this time. And I think that's it. And then I also want it to like come out about this far. But yeah, I do feel like having another white one of these buildings will help it make it look good. And I'm only keeping it one block off of the edge here for this side because I want to try and put in the leaves that I got going on here around all the edges. But then that'll lead to a weird looking kind of double door entrance, which I'm perfectly fine with. I do actually want that for this build. That was one of the goals, was to try and give it that. And then I felt like lining it up with these light posts could be really cool. Also got a different playlist playing in the background, so let me know if you guys enjoy it. I felt like the last one was a little bit too repetitive, so I went and found a better one. Hopefully it's actually fits the vibe that I give off, or at least matches the vibe that the video is in, if that makes any sense. Hopefully. But yeah. I do want the bank to be a little bit bigger, because I do want to fit a vault in it. I haven't decided if I wanted it to be a two-story building yet, or just a single story with like a, I guess, really cramped interior. But I do know I want that kind of pillar design up front here, like this. I feel like putting oh crap, that's not gonna work. I can push this back one. So I do want it to have a double door entrance. And then having it a double door entrance will also let me have the sign placed in properly, so I could be like B-A-N-K, and that's fake. And that'll work. So that's what I wanted. And then for the pillar things, I do kind of want it like that, but I also haven't decided if I want pillars out in the front like I do for the community center. It's just, I don't know what a classic, well, I do know what a classic bank looks like. I just don't know what a bank that kind of fits this vibes looks like. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna be one of those builds that might look weird, but also might not. And I feel like having the pillars connected to the wall might look better. So for this bank, it is gonna be almost kind of modern, I want to say, but also kind of hold on, the music is a little too loud. That's better. It was a little too loud for me, but I feel like a almost semi-modern, semi old school vibe bake could look good. Again, I don't actually know. I don't know what I want it to look like, but I have a couple of ideas. Hello, crab. I feel like maybe keeping it a white kind of design too could look good. But I do know that I want to kind of put, what's it called? Not another overhang, but like some sort of overhang up front, like I do for this. So I feel like that'll help kind of match the vibe. Or maybe I don't for this build. And then maybe I could make the support beams here a little bit thicker on the corners. And that might help pull it together. Or it might end up making it a little too modern. We could go with it and see what it looks like. It might look good. Might help it fit in. I definitely do want that double door look. Oh, for the corners here, it's gonna look weird though. I could go with it. So like I could have window here, or am I putting the bank wall here? I could put a window here. Like that. I have a corner piece there. I guess that makes sense. I do know I want at least 3 block wide, 3x3 windows. So it would be like this. What else? Then for this side, I could do the same here. Yeah, that could work. Doesn't look too bad. And then for these, I could have the walls coming out too. Like that. And those are gonna be windows. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know if I want to put a window on this side because I don't know if I'm gonna have the vault on this side. At least like in this area. Maybe I make a basement and I put the vault there. That's an option too. Definitely don't want too many windows. I think a window on all the front sides should be good. At least one. Oh, well, no, that's an issue. That's an annoying issue. That can be fixed. Do I want to? Yeah, let's fix that. Damn, I've already got the hiccups. What do I have? Where's my destruction tool? Yeah. Work smarter, not harder. Gonna be doing a lot of speed building, I guess you could say. I do still have a few things I need to change with this mod pack. I do need to go through and update all the mods before the server starts. At least as updated as possible. I need to still fix the configurations for like the claims and a few other things. I know I need to fix the timer on this backups. Make it not so fast. And for this, I could do a double window instead. Like that. Or even yeah, that could work actually. It's looking a little bit more modern than I thought I would want it. Which I guess is fine as long as it fits. And I feel like if I give it the deep slate roof, it should definitely fit the vibe. What else? So I got polished, small, and did I use cut? I guess that works. And then for this, I could do this for like windowsills. Oh my god. And that'll look good. Oh, for a second there, I thought one of those was 4 blocks long. I was about to be like, wait, what? So for the entrance, I could actually go with this modern vibe and give it like a window here too, like to the floor window, and then do like some sort of slabs here. Like that, and then put some stairs here. I could go with that modern look and do that. Or I could bring it up off of the ground and have the floor layer actually here. And then windows there. That might look better. But what do I want the ground to be? And then I could do that ceiling design that I had. Or not ceiling, but like overhang look. That could work too. And then it being like that, I could do a flat top roof. So for that, I could do this block stairs and then top it off one more with another flat like that, and just be a little small mini make. Yeah, that could work. And then the sign here. And then blocks there. The sign could fit in there, but do I want it to? Decisions. Yeah, I feel like this could look good. It's gonna be your basic bank, mini bank. Doesn't need to be massive, it just needs to hold a few blocks that actually have a purpose, which is fine. It could still work out really well. Now granted, it does not match the theme here, like not one bit, but I feel like giving it the deep slate roof will help with that. Or like even putting deep slate as like accent blocks around here could work too. Let's see. So for the ceiling, I could make it a flat ceiling, like one of those modern buildings that have the flat roofs with the cement like that, kind of. Or I could give it the frame A shape. Did I make this too big? I might have made this one block too tall. So the way I wanted to do it was like this. and then have the top here wrapping around. Actually, that might look good. So it's gonna be like this. That might actually look good. I definitely gotta put the frames in around the edges here, the rest of them. And then for this part, I don't even know if I want the sign to be here like this. Because it would look good. It would fit right there perfectly. But I feel like it's gotta pop out more. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it'll work how I think it will. But I'm not sure yet. I do know I want the 3 block gaps here. And then I could put windows in if I really wanted. Oh, I messed up. So if this being even, it's gonna have a weird middle. Like that, and that's not good. Damn. Could leave it. I could leave it. Nobody will notice it except builders and OCD people. Which I am definitely one of them still, so I notice it. I guess I could put windows here. Like this. And just have these 2 windows. Yeah, that works. Weirdly enough. But then for these blank spaces, I don't know what to put there. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. So far at least. Do the same here. 1, 2, 3. It is probably gonna be even too. I gotta make sure that it's centered right. Oh, and it's not. Hell yeah. That actually works out really well. There we go. And then for the roof, let's see, what can I do for the roof? At least how should I do the roof? I wonder if I could do deep slate with the slabs and see how that looks. So if I could get away with them being like this, so like have a roof here. Oh, but it's 2 blocks. It's gonna look weird. Well, shoot. Actually, wait. Let me see what this looks like with it here. If I put a frame here, and then, oh my god. So say that's the roof, and then it goes down all the way like this. Would that look good? Maybe. And I can have it over here too. Does this look good? Sorta, kinda. So I had this idea of to have like kind of a half A shape, or the frame shape, and then like flat. But I actually don't know if that'll look good. I probably shouldn't make it any more complicated than it has to be. That could probably be good if I just don't make it super complicated. So, that being said, what if I just layer it up and then, because that looks weird too. What if I do stairs? So like, what if I could do it like this on this layer? Will that help? That might actually help. And then have it here, going up into that frame style. That might actually look good. Jesus. So I'll have it go up into, oh my god, into this style. Like that. I have the bank. Yeah, that could actually work. Doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look that good either. Now what about this side? So have it go up into this frame style, and then have it, so my idea was to kind of do a outline of a frame, A-shaped frame, but then have it actually flat at the top. So if I could place these slabs in, I would show you guys better, but these slabs do not like to be working correctly. Or I guess they are working correctly, it's just I'm terrible at placing them in. At least to make this diagonal style, which kind of sucks. But it's the price you pay from wanting a good roof. A good looking roof, I guess. Now, is that the same height? That might be. Awesome. So, kind of going for this style. But then instead of going all the way up with each one of these, I was gonna kind of do a half and half. So what that would look like is like this with the other blocks now. And then I guess I could go out for this side. Could do it on this layer now. So literally just a shape, and then bringing this up one. But I think I'm gonna go in one more, like how I originally was gonna do it. I think like this would be better. Don't ask me why, I just feel like it looks better. Or it's gonna look better. Because then I could do like this. And then this A shape will have to get connected to the build. Trust the process. Trust my idea. It'll look good, I promise. And then we do a flat top. So oh, this is gonna look weird with the deep slate. This might look a little weird with the deep slate, but wanted to do it like this and then have it connect up. Which I realized it might look a little weird here in the back, but I think I could fix it, make it look good. This is a very different style of building that I've never built in before, so bear with me, please. Please bear with me. I could bring up this wall one more block. And then start to do the rest of the roof. That could look good, yeah. I just don't know if I want to use the stairs for this part, because I kind of want it to go like this now. Which might look good. And then make it a flat top roof. Which this does not look good. Might have to use a full block there. Yeah. Then I could finish it with this layer. Like this. And then the roof be there. How does that look? Does that look like something that would be good? Oh wait, what am I doing? That was right. How would that look from here? That could probably look good. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm just building at this point. I feel like definitely missing something. But it doesn't look terrible, that's for sure. But definitely looks weird. Like maybe putting this layer. I feel like putting this layer might be better if I put it at the top and just fill in the roof of slabs. That might be better, and that will also keep mobs from spawning up here. So instead just leaving this off, or maybe keeping both there could look good. But definitely taking this off will help. I don't know. I don't know about this roof. I could make this go across. That might help actually. Like that, so that way that's filled in. Yeah, that looks better. But then I don't know what to put up there. I don't know what to put up there. What would it look like with the slabs up top? It definitely helps. Yeah, I think we can do slabs at the top and bottom. Kind of help fill in that gap a little bit. And then this, I could just probably fill in. Ah, it looks so weird. It looks weird. That looks good. I like the deep slate. Four you made? Oh, roof? Oh, thanks. I feel like it looks weird. I feel like it's a big contrast between white and black. It just like swaps instantly. But that just could be me overthinking it. Thanks. And then I don't even know what to put here. Let me see. Maybe filling this gap will help. Like that. Yeah, I guess that could work. Then I don't even know what to put in this space. I feel like it might be too much deep slate at this point. But it doesn't look terrible. This looks a little off to me. But that just could be me. Then what if I put in like a little tiny roof there? Tiny roof. That kind of looks cool. Help fill in that gap there. Yeah, that works. Definitely don't know how I feel about the roof so far, but it looks good. Or at least it looks pretty good. Definitely gonna keep it at this layer. And I could probably fill it in, and that'll be good. Still don't know what I want to do for the floor. But at this point I could have it 4x3 windows. And that could work, yeah. Maybe, actually, hold up. Let me push this up. There we go. And then I can do that. That way I can still fit the sign there if I wanted. And then the windows be a 4x3. Yeah, that works. As for the floor, what kind of floor do I want to make it? Maybe dark oak? That might look good. Dark oak floor. Yeah, that could look good. Or maybe even deep slate could look good. Wait. Deep slate, the create ones. Polished. That might look good. That might actually look better. And it'll help fill in the roof better too. Make the roof not look so weird. How do we feel about that? It could work. If not, I can always swap it out with dark oak. Dark oak would look good too. Maybe not so. What about this one? What is this? What about the... Oh, there's the tile ones. That could look good too. I like deep slate, polished, the great one, the polished, cut deep slate, and cut deep slate, and small deep slate bricks could look good. It's a very white and gray build. White, gray, black. Gray and black. Oh my god. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I could actually replace these blocks too. That's where the windows are going. At least I could, I don't have to. Nah, actually it'll probably look better if I keep the original box there. Yeah. And that works out. That works out pretty well. Definitely a lot more modern than the other builds. Don't know how I feel about it being more modern than the rest of the builds over here. But I guess if it works, it works. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more modern. Which I guess is fine too. And then I could put like a little patio thing here. That wouldn't look terrible if I put a little patio here. Could even put an overhang. Question is, how far out do I want to make it? Definitely not that far out. Keep it within the support beams. Yeah, that could work. And then I could also use the stairs for it. See what that looks like. Oh yeah, that works out. That looks pretty good. I feel like for this build I gotta use the create class, the dark one, the ornate ones? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Maybe. It don't look terrible, that's for sure. Where's the panes? I thought there was more. Is it the industrial one I'm thinking of? I think it is. Where is it? Where is it? These. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of these. Oops. I feel like that would look good too. Yeah, I mean, either one works. Shoot, that's not good. Either one does work. Now I don't know which one to pick. What about the front here? What would it look like at the front? Which one? Which one? Damn. I don't know. They both look good. Honestly. I feel like just to keep it from looking 100% modern, I'm gonna use the industrial one. Even though they both look really good and both work really well. Like, this one will just help make it fit in better. And with that being the case, it does look good too. Really good. Even on the sides here. And then for the doors. Oof. I know there are the industrial iron blocks. Can I put it inside a copycat door? And will that look good? Where is the copycat door? Sliding door? Okay. Do I like that? I do like that it folds in and out like that. That is nice. Or I guess slides in and out. Yeah, that could work. I'll leave it like that for right now. Until I decide on a better one. Yeah, this build I've pushed off for the longest time because I did not know what I wanted it to look like. And I still fully didn't know what I wanted it to look like when I started. I was just like, yeah, let's just start building it, see what it turns into. That's usually how all my builds go, is I don't know what I want it to do or look like. And I kind of just go with the flow of the idea that I have in my head for it. And then it ends up either looking terrible or not too bad. Which I feel like is what this one looks like. It's not too bad. Yeah, that's always been the case for my builds and my ideas. Now I need to finish up this roof. Let me put the bank sign in. Is that touching? Oh shoot, it's connecting. Oh yeah. Then I could honestly put in multiple signs for it. Like one up front here. Except that one's gonna be off, of course, because it's centered. Oof. Oh man. That might not work then. I feel like this corner piece here looks weird. Oh, and I should like connect it. Just like that. Does that help? Nope. Maybe just leaving it is better. That might be the case for this one. Yeah, that's mostly the outside. Just kind of fill in the roof. But I'm gonna wait to do that till I get some of the inside in, or the interior done. Because for the roof here, I don't know if I want to use the slabs. Or something else. Because the walls here kind of go up weird. Actually, I do want to use the full blocks, so that way I could place... Wait, no, I don't need to use the full blocks. I could just use the slabs. What am I doing? Using the slabs would be perfectly fine here. Because it'll keep mobs from spawning, and I could just put in a block here if I want a different roof. Could honestly put in a skylight too. I'm definitely putting in a skylight now that I say that. A nice little skylight would be awesome. That is 100% the goal now. I am 100% putting in a skylight now. I just gotta fill it in. Make it look good. And make sure the skylight's not in a dumb spot. And I do think for this bank, I am gonna keep it all on the same floor. Because I only need the bank terminals from numismatics. And then a bunch of decoration pieces, and maybe even a vault. Or like a decorative vault. One of the two. Yeah, I'm definitely putting in a skylight. Let's see. This one. I am definitely filling in the walls like this. Yeah, a skylight here would be awesome. Honestly, switching up the edges here, so that way light doesn't seep through like that, with stairs might look really good too. I know the light is only seeping through like this because of my shaders, but I want this to look good with shaders and without shaders. That's been the whole goal this entire time too. Yeah, definitely swapping out this outer edge with stairs or even full blocks might be the play. And then putting a skylight in, or multiple skylights. That would look really cool. Yeah. Oh. Oof. Alright. I did not need to get rid of that layer like that. I keep forgetting what layer I build on sometimes, so I end up destroying something I didn't have to destroy. But yeah, I feel like that helps and will look good once I actually put the slabs back in. Because I didn't need to destroy those. That's funny. But yeah, a skylight would definitely help tie this roof together. It's definitely a flat roof, that's for sure. But it's fine, it's fine. It looks good. For the most part. For the most part. At least on the inside it'll look good. And it still sees through. Okay. Skylight. Let's put one here at the entrance. Let's make it a 3x3 to start off. Maybe even a 3x6 all the way up to the edge here. Yeah. And then we do the same thing on this side. Leave a 3-block gap. Yeah, that could look pretty good. Maybe even another one right here. Maybe. What would that look like from the outside? I think it'll look cool. Then we can use the copycat slabs instead of the full blocks. Oh, come on. Please don't be weird. Okay. Please place right. That's all I ask, is you place right. If you don't know, copycat slabs here are really annoying to work with sometimes. As long as you don't have the right angle, then it'll just place like straight up sideways like that. Which is cool that it is a block that you can use. But it is so annoying when you're trying to place it in a specific way. And then you don't have the right angle. Walls, glass. I think for the ceiling here, I could use the ornate ones. That might be cool. Let's see. Yeah? What would the industrial look like? Why doesn't it show up on this list? Why does it show up under window? What would this look like? Oh. That's terrible. Well, not terrible, but not what I want. One window? What? Disconnect. It does not. That's weird. I mean, it's cool, but not what I want. So yeah, the ornate glass is the one. Although this one here I could use for something else. That one I like too. Yeah, this is probably the best one. At least for right now. And then I could put in some lights. And the interior of the bank. So, for the interior, I know I want kind of like your... average what's the word? Why can't I think of the word? Like helper desk thing. You know, like the front desk where you can go and get your deposits in or talk to a helper. You know, your average bank. Why can I not think of the right terms? My brain is half asleep even though I just chugged the C4. But yeah, bank teller, that's what it was. Yeah, I want that kind of like right up front here. You walk in, then you get greeted by the bank tellers. I could have a cubicle set up over here, or I could put the vault over here. Just out in the open, yeah. And it's not gonna be one of these vaults, although that would look cool too. Is there a safe? How does this work? I could set up a PO box room. Is this the one that you need the keys for? Let me edit it. Save. Simple save, save keys. Okay, so you do need the key for it. Perfect. How does the key work? Do I just take the key and right click it? Oh. Can I make this bigger? Can I have one key assigned to all of them? Oh, okay. So I could set up a shop for keys. Or, no, actually, probably not. I could set up a little PO box room for the keys and the saves. I say PO box, but it's not actually going to be a PO box. But I do know I want bank teller setup. Limestone. Then for this, I want probably just polished and cut. I think all the way up to here should be good. Then I could have the numismatics bank terminals. So I could have it like, yeah. Kind of like a oh, what's the word? I can never think of the word that I'm trying to say. It's not good for my health. It doesn't make much of a difference, but it helps with detail doing that. And then for the bank tellers, the space. Yeah, I could have a block space like that. And then a post. And then do one more. So, 3. Yeah. And honestly, I think that's all I need for this part. I mean, what else is a front desk lady person people have? I could have used these as ATMs instead. I don't know how these work fully. I'm gonna leave it like that. And then set up the rest. Yeah, definitely could have a PO box room. And then honestly, I could bring this down one. It doesn't need to be that tall. Then for this, I could probably get away with pulling this window into it too, and having it like this. Or maybe one more block this way. Then I'm gonna have like a little lounge, another lounge, have a lockable entrance over here, right there, or maybe even right here. Yeah, that could work. Could do a double door. Oh, but it does block off the skylight. Kind of. I definitely gotta put another one in. Like, right about here. Perfect. Oh, why does that do that now? It did it earlier. Wonderful. Come on. That looks good. I like that. And then, honestly, for this part, I think doing this is gonna look the best. Yeah. I mean, looks a little weird, but yeah. This honestly could be fixed better. Could put straight up slabs in here. No. These. Like that. And then for this one, put a full block. And another full block. Yeah. Have this filled in. That way I could put lights in here. And then for this side, we put a doorway in right here. Yep. Maybe right here, actually. Maybe right here will look better. Yeah, that looks better. Doesn't look too bad. I hope. I hope. And then for the for this side, definitely gotta keep it open because I don't want to block off this lovely skylight. But I also don't want that works. Yeah. I mean, it looks a little weird, but it works. Yep, that's alright. Let me get some pressure plates. Oh, that's weird. That's so weird. Why does it do that? Okay. Maybe not that then. I don't know if that's because of the pressure plates or the doors. That's weird though. That might be because of the doors. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. You know what, honestly? I'm gonna put a pressure plate at every door. That way, you don't have to keep opening and closing doors. And it's fine because there ain't gonna be any mobs spawning at spawn here. So it works out. Now, as for this. Okay, okay. So, they need a key in order to get past. Oh, shoot. Yeah, not gonna make it like that. I'm gonna make it to where they can get in here, but they're gonna need something. So it's not that they'll need a key to get in here, to get to their safe, but they'll need to have a key to get inside their safe. And then the safes that don't have keys, you can assign a key to. Okay, that's actually really cool the way that works. No, I just need a door that will fit there. Definitely not a glass door, that wouldn't make any sense. And I don't want to do a netherite door. That would be weird. What about dark oak? That's fine, yeah. Then I could do the same deal with the pressure plates. Yeah. Yeah, that don't look too bad. And then in here, gonna have all of the safes lined up. So the thing is, they'll be able to interact with chests and stuff, but the cool thing about the saves is that they can only interact with it if it's their safe and they have a key for it. And then they won't be able to break any blocks, so that's a plus. So they can't build or break blocks here, so they can't like make a system here that steals loot from other people's saves, because they won't be able to build, but they will still be able to interact with the safes. At least I hope it falls under that chest category, and so they will be able to interact with it, just like they'll be able to interact with the bank terminals. So yeah, I hope that's the case. And then I could also put a ender chest here too, because nobody can interact with other people's ender chests besides the player, their own player. And so that will work nicely. I do need another white block for the I guess I could do a vault too. A vault could fit in here, or I could just do the saves and then some decoration blocks. So in order to interact with their safe, they're gonna need their key. I am gonna put a bunch of keys, or not a bunch of keys, but I'm gonna make a little creative mode shop for the keys, and then they're just going to be blank keys, and then they can right click their safe that they want for the key. And then I could also have them put their name on a sign in front of their safe. Damn, you need a netherite ingot to make a safe? Okay. So like, wrong button. Let's see, right now anybody can interact with these saves, but if they have a key, nobody will be able to, besides that person with the key. And then if I have a block on top of it, will they still be able to? Oh yeah. Okay. So then I could have, I guess, signs right in front of each safe. For people that want to claim a safe, they can put their name on the sign. It's not a terrible idea. Is there a copycat sign? Or is that... That'll work. I don't know if there is a copycat sign though. I don't think there is, but that is something they could add one day. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright, that's fine. But like, so I'm putting this like this. Then honestly, I could add more safes in the future. Again, the safes are kind of pointless, but it's just a nice way that people can store their valuables without having to set up their own sort of vault system. This is for like if they want to use the server spawn as their item storage for valuables until they get their own setup. But they don't have to move out of this safe system. This will work perfectly fine. And then I could set up a little shop here for the key. Oh, making the keys the easy part. So like, I'm not gonna make that super expensive, but if they want to use this vault system to store their valuables, which gives you one whole chest space for, they are also allowed to claim multiple keys. I can make them rename their key, and then if they want to purchase the key, they can do it right about here. What am I doing? There we go. So for this, let's make it 2 diamonds for 1 key. Even though it's just a bunch of gold. Actually, we'll make it 1. Oh wait, no. That's the wrong way. So, selling keys for 1 diamond. Buy a key, then rename it in the anvil. Yep. I think that's the only way you can rename a key, is in the anvil. And if I take a save. And I don't think multiple keys can be assigned to it. 2. Oh, well, that's not good. Or is that only because of me? I'm in creative mode. This is something I'm gonna have to test. Supplementaries. Because if anybody can just clear ownership of a safe, that's not good. That could be a big problem. Prevent breaking by their owner or a player in creative. Safe symbols that require keys, they will be bound to the first person that opens one, and only that person will be able to interact with them. This could be nice. Interesting. Hourglass, sack, soap. How does the sack work? Okay. So now nobody can break them besides creative mode people? I don't know if that goes the same for clearing them. Hopefully not. Hopefully nobody can clear somebody else's key or safe besides creative mode people. Like a safe with your new key, new key, and rename your sign. Okay. I know with honey, I can block these from people editing them, which I do need to do on all of my signs. There's probably more somewhere, but I'm not looking for it just yet. I know there is a way. That should be fine. The anvil stack, which I definitely don't need. I'm pretty sure only creative mode and admins can clear ownership of safes. Alright, and that's kind of the vault room. Then we do have these lovely bank terminals. What else is there? Numismatics? This one. I don't know how this guy works. Oh, but he looked cool. Wish there was a better guide. There probably is, I just haven't seen it yet. Bind to clear, place in a trusted menu, blocks to give the brown player access to that block. Click to bind, shift click to clear. Ah. Okay, so only one bank terminal? So one bank terminal per person. Oh. Well, that's not gonna work then. Okay, now I know. I need to set up a vendor for this. That is interesting. I guess that makes sense. So for every bank terminal that I just placed was my own bank account. So if I place like a stack of these in here, and then I go and place another one. Oh. Or wait, is that only my bank? Or is it... This mod's weird. I don't understand. I place these bank accounts here, and then say I have an alt account. Will it show this there too? Or is it just player based? Is it synced to each player? The questions. The questions. I need to do research real quick. Bank terminal. No. Is it numismatics bank terminal per player? Oh, okay. So they can access their own bank account in the same block as everybody else. Okay. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. But setting up a shop for them too would be cool. So I could have a shop that sells one for 1 diamond, maybe 2 for 2 diamonds. Yeah, this is fine. Insufficient funds. Okay, so only I can see my bank account, and then the next person can come see their own bank account too with these. And then I can set up a little shop here for more. That's cool though. I like that. That is really cool. Is it dark in here? Nope. Then the same works for these. Only an admin or creative mode person can reset ownership for the safes, which is good to know. I am gonna... That's not gonna work. At least not how I thought it was gonna work. I need copycat layers? Or is it boards? Damn. That's actually kind of cool. I like that you can just do that kind of shit with this mod. Yeah, this is nice. Maybe not add that and instead do I actually don't know. Vents? That's funny. Nah, I think it's fine as it is. Or maybe even like that. No, I think it's fine as it is. Yeah. But that's cool. I like that a lot. Now time to make the lounge. I guess a lounge, or I could do another... What's it called? A cubicle kind of setup. But I think a nice lounge area would fit better here. I do need to put in some lighting too. Don't let me forget that. Yeah. Double-decker couch. Oh yeah, there is coffee. But I think slabs are gonna be better here. This is not how I imagined this. Let me redo it. This is not what I wanted this to look like originally. But that looks better. And then I could do dark oak tables and chairs. Do I want these ones? Or these? Wait, can't these like connect? What? Oh. Ah. That's cool. I didn't know they changed it. That's the wrong one. Yeah, this will look better. There. Yeah. There you go. I think that's right. Not gonna see it through the wall anyways, but I believe it's right. There you go, that way I can use different sofas. And then for this area, probably this setup. I mean, looks a little weird, but it does kind of fit. Maybe I use the smaller chairs. Bless you. Yeah, that might be better. If I use the smaller, weirder looking chairs. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What? You can speak up to me. Well, it was, yeah. This is the exterior.
Is it empty?
Yeah, you can throw that away. Thank you. Trying to make this look more lively on the inside. I honestly don't know how else I should do it. Maybe adding a carpet in? Let's see what I got. Generic. Harsh. Looks pretty good. Then we got crafted. We got cornered. Woven. Windmill. Does that say wickered? Yes, tiled. Honestly, that one might be it. Yeah. That looks pretty good. And I can put it over here too. As like a accent piece. Just like that. And I could honestly do a different color too. Do we think black would look good with it? Not soft. Weird. How do I want to make this one better? Okay. Why not? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna put in lights now. I don't have any lights in here. What are my options? Ooh, could definitely do a ceiling. Dark oak? Yeah, that could look good. Where though? Not there. Right here. Do chains? This one maybe? Honestly, that doesn't look terrible. That does kind of fit. Then we can do another one right here. Yeah. I don't like how it's kind of a cool blue look instead of the other one. But it's fine. No, I don't like that actually. Correction, I do like the chains. Like, that'll look cool. I just need to find the right type of light. And honestly, this might look cool. I like that. I need a slab. I'm gonna see what it looks like on a copycat slab. That looks cool. I do like that. I do like that quite a bit. And then here, we do the same thing. Yeah, that looks good. We like it. And then here too, like right here. Or maybe even having the slabs right here. That doesn't look too bad either. I was gonna put one up here in the corner, but I don't need to. Everything's lit up pretty well, which is always good. Let me see what kind of lamps we got, because I want to have a really cool looking lamp in here too, somewhere, like on one of these tables. On both of them. And then we have a little small table, dark oak side table with one too. Oh yeah. Oh, you can put them on the wall? Well, that's cool. I did not know that. Wait, how? Oh shit. Definitely gonna be using that for a build. That's honestly really cool. What else? Now I just need to add some pots and greenery. Some lovely greenery. This one or this one? Was it this one? I think it was that one. Even though they both look really good. There we go. That looks cool. We put this one right there. Yeah, and that looks nice. I like that a lot. I feel like this corner needs something, but I don't know what. Maybe a bot? Blocking the window, of course. Yeah, why not, right? And then I could honestly put this as like a trim going around to see how that looks. Which does not look terrible. What else? What else? That doesn't look bad. Not bad at all. Can I get a slice? The corner slices? Not that, the actual copycat slice of this and have like a kind of like LED strip glow. That does kind of look cool. Maybe not on all of them though. Maybe just like these two. Nice little glow to light up the area. And then same for this wall. And then in the rest of the areas we can put like plants. Some potted plants at the top. Yeah, definitely some back here too would help. Yeah, that looks cool. That does look really cool. I like that a lot. And then it fills in that area too. Which is good. Then I'm gonna need a chair for the front desk peeps. Then it's the same case with this, right? Unique, right click. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, that works. Oh, and then I need an ender chest in here. Somewhere. Like right here. Yeah, that works. I mean, there definitely doesn't have to be two, but for symmetry purposes, there does. Yeah, I think that's it for this one. Oh wait, no, I need pots. What am I talking about? I need pots and pans and bits and bobs. And a bunch of different flowers. Isn't there a flower pot too? I need that. And then a bunch of different flowers. I think only a couple of these can actually be put into the flower boxes. But who's to stop me from using all of it? Like that. Right, I can't put that in there. Can I put vines in there? Nope. Sunflowers? Yeah. Peonies? Of course. Wonderful. Alright, now for the outside. Let's do... that. You know what, I'm just gonna put flower boxes on all of them. Not all of them, but the windows. And then the empty spaces, I don't know. Oops. Oopsies. That way it's all shuffled. Yeah. That looks nice. At least for the front here it does. Now as for the entrance, probably just do singular pots with the other flowers. That might be what's best. What else? What else? What else? That. Come on. Alright, let me fix the outside here. There you go. Yeah. Awesome. And then what am I doing? And then for the outside here, I could do more. Potted plants and leaves. These is what I'm talking about. Oh. Like this. That gives it a little bit of greenery. Yeah. That can work. I do need to add greenery to this build. That's what is missing. Like this. With the layers. And I also need to add it to this build. That'll look cool, I feel like. No. Keep it simple. Well, simple enough. Yeah. That'll look good. Yeah. And then same deal here. That doesn't look too bad. Hello? Yeah. Look at that. That's nice. And then there it is. Okay, okay. I feel like it needs something else that I'm missing. Oh, I can't place them here. Ooh, oh no. Okay. And that's the bank. Definitely missing something. But I cannot think of anything at the moment. That's floating. Oh man. Hello? Hello? Get out of here, good sir. I do know I want that wandering trader thing. This to only spawn the wandering traders at, say, this point. That'll keep it to where they only spawn inside this space in like a 20 chunk radius. 6 chunks. And then they'll just be stuck in here because they can't get out. Actually, let me set up a little... Fuck. I'm gonna say, let me set up an actual little post for these guys then. Wandering merchant. Little pop-up shop for these guys whenever they come in. Because why not, right? That would be cool. And for that, I could put it... honestly, right here. Here could work. Doesn't need to be massive. Little wandering trader pop-up shop. Yeah, right about there. The Wandering Trader's little pop-up shop. Definitely needs to be small. Yeah. So blue, red, gold, I guess. So it needs to be red and blue. Yeah. And then gold, I guess. Or yellow. which can be done. So I can do gold here, red, blue, red, gold, and that'll look good. And that should probably look good. But if anybody's wearing the talisman that keeps them from spawning, then they're not gonna spawn here. Which, I guess, could be a problem. We'll have to wait and see. I need one to spawn in order for that to work. If I take this, and then also this, oh my god. Okay. Why is this not placing right? You're telling me this whole time I could have... Okay. Well, that's fun to know. Glad I figured that out now and not earlier. You know, when it actually mattered. The other day. Okay. Well, glad I could fix that. Make these layers actually look proper. Oh. That looks good. Good for this one. It's gonna be the same kind of setup, but it's only gonna be for the wandering traders. So that means that the rug that he will spawn on is gonna be in here. Let's say like this. I have 3 of them there. That should be fine, right? That means they could spawn on any one of these blocks. I'll leave it like that, yeah. And then for the wandering trader, gonna be gold, red, blue. Red, blue. Blue, gold, red. Like that. Maybe I change out gold. Maybe I put blue here too. Maybe I do gold here. I keep saying gold, but it's yellow. That look good? No, what about red? Red might be the one I gotta use. Because these guys have gold and red around them, but they're mostly blue. Well, maybe I do... I swap the red out with yellow? Oh, I'm retarded. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe I swap this red out, this yellow. So, like this. And do red here. That looks better, yeah. That looks better. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks better than what it did. Then maybe I keep this one blue. That help? Kind of. Maybe I just keep it red. Yeah. That way wandering traders can spawn in here. Okay. Yeah, that's it for the bank. Bank is done. Bank looks lovely. I did add a Wandering Traders pop-up shop. I'm gonna mark it as the Wandering Traders pop-up shop. I need a pot though first. I'm gonna need some barrels out the back here. Like that. What else? I just hope that he doesn't spawn with his llamas. Otherwise, that's a different issue. Let me use this side actually. There's oh, yep. Wait, wrong one. Glow ink sacks. Yeah, and some honey. Okay. And then as long as the players don't have the no more Wandering Traders talismans on them or nearby in a 60-ish block radius, I think, they will always spawn here within 6 chunks of the player. And then, so this shop here is fine, but I do want to change this to chicken sandwiches. And then, yeah, keep that, but this I need to change too. Because I'm gonna have it to where whenever a player joins, they spawn with stuff specifically. One of the things being the goggles. So I do need to change that. And then I thought about changing this too. But I might not. One of the... Damn, I cannot think of it. Oh, I do need to remove this crafting recipe because that is an OP item. And then I need to add crafting recipe for these shards that's separate to the original. I think that is it for now. I do know that one of the things I need to remove crafting recipe wise is the Gatling gun thing that I already showed you, and then the tanks still work. I did add 4 slots because I'm awesome and I want people to have plenty of tank space. I did remove the other jetpacks, so it's only the brass one or an elytra, and then the netherite one that upgrades to it. This one. I did make them faster. I did give them more storage space too. So got 1200, 32, and 64,000. That's 6 buckets worth, I believe. I'm thinking about that right. They give the jetpack itself a little more space, 2,000 instead of the usual 16,000. I think it was. I think that was the original. I don't remember what the other thing was that I needed to change. Just to keep balance in this pack. Oh yeah, there is the pipe wrench too. For the pipes. Well, one of the things I want to make the player spawn with is food and then the goggles. So I don't know what to put in place to replace the goggles with. So that's fun. Oh, the light. There is a light block that I did add a recipe to. Maybe? I forgot. I forgot. I think that was one of the things that I was gonna add. Was that creative mode light block? But for survival. Oh, that's cool. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, I'm forgetting what it was that I needed to change. Or wanted to change at least. I think it was this. Yeah. So this, I was gonna make... Oh yeah, I can just do that now. So for this, instead of the goggles, because I'm gonna make the player already spawn with these, I'm gonna make it this. For not 1 diamond, but 2 suns. So 2 stacks of diamonds. And that'll give you the unbreakable upgrade. Might be a little bit overpowered, but it only works for the construction stick. Better make it 5 suns. That's 320 pogs. That sounds a little more reasonable. Because I don't think you can get this any other way besides crushing it from this upgrade. Yeah, the Inception upgrade. And then it from the Wither. There's a 1 chance. Better do 192, 128, 256. That seems a little more reasonable. See, you have to spend 256 diamonds just to get the unbreakable upgrade, which literally makes your construction stick unbreakable, which will be worth that in the end. Might be a little bit overpowered, but I'm okay with that. Because in the end, it is just a building tool that you use to help you build stuff. But I guess it could also work with the destruction template. Allows placing without using durability. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, if people have this charm, the wandering traders won't spawn within 6 chunks of the player. What else was I gonna change? This already has a crafting recipe. Four, five, six, 7. 7 pieces, and then it gives you 1 piece gives you 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8. So you need 3 elytras to make this? That's insane. But that's okay. I wish I could make it to where you can trade in your elytra for the other thing. Because if you take the meshes and you make this. Oh, I got hiccups. You can make the ornithopter. And this, you can put all those enchants on it. Hashtag Curios back. So these are all the things you can put on your back slot. That's awesome. What is this? Cool. Okay. that's cool. I think I'm gonna leave it like that for right now until I actually get the starter kit set up. And I'll go through and change some other things if I want to for this little shop.